Okay, so this is a piece of PVC piping that we've pulled off the side of a house to use for a tube for our pod filter here. It's been glued and taped in this area here just so that we got no air leaks. It's been painted with primer and red heat proof paint. I don't see why heat proof, because the pipe's not heat proof, so it doesn't really make a difference. We need to figure out a way to get our pod filter to stay in there, as we forgot to buy hose clamps, and we may or may not need to buy an extender to make that bigger. Well, not an extender or whatever. This end will be on the factory air pipe in the car, and yeah.
Cold air intake for...
Yeah, cheap air intake.
And we didn't even have to paint it, we could have just left it white. Just cut it off the side of the house and put it on there. But I wanted it to look alright, so we painted it. Oh, and back to the story. If I get sick of the red colour, use aluminium foil tape and I can pass it off as stainless steel. And do not try actually passing that off as stainless steel, because it won't work. And a good factor about it, it's actually won't rust like stainless steel. That's the only good factor about using this tape. Otherwise it does nothing. In my perspective, it does nothing being foil.
Cool. Right guys, so this is our
cheaply made pod filter.
Yeah, cheap PVC pipe, down pipe from cut off the side of the house, with our pod filter on the ends. So we've gotten some heat-proof paint. Some cheap $2 hose clamps that we picked up from the $2 shops in town.
And done them together?
There's two of them because we couldn't get one long enough. And this also on this end, which is going to go onto the box here.
And to take your stock, to take your stock air filter off, there's 4 bolts. There's one to hold this thing on, which I don't even see why there's bolts for that. And 3 other ones on this side. Yeah, so that's that. Okay guys, when you put your air filter in, since this is a car brand car, as you can see from shut up Byron. Okay, I lost that. Byron, can you grab that off the ground? You want to take your stock air filter out, because otherwise without the air filter in there. And how we do it, let's remove that. And what we do with this layer,
Don't even look at the right way.
what?
I want to see what condition the engine mounts are in.
Brand new, supposedly. They look pretty good. Not the best though.
Your mum still blames me for breaking the radiator.
It wasn't the radiator, it was fucking heater core.
That's what I mean.
Uh-oh.
I meant that. Huh? Oh.
Get on it.
Yeah, I'll pass the camera to someone.
Byron, take the camera.
Blows up.
Say, Byron, technical advisor, you blow up my
Yo,
Harley
we did a
and you pay
grapefruit
for it.
already? He's eating a grapefruit.
Starting it.
It's blowing up the car. Pod filter.
The stock air filter.
Sounds horrible. Give us some ass.
Give it some fucking... Is it sucking air in?
Nice man.
That should.
Good, keep going. Wait for it to come off the bathroom.
It's obviously getting air because otherwise it wouldn't be running.
Very lightly.
Leave it with the top wire trying on the bottom of it.
see it from this angle.
Listen to it when he ripped it again. Like that.